Hey everybody, it's Gamer Gramps here. Today we are starting a brand new playthrough with Ethiopia. We're going to be doing a space vampire playthrough. I know it sounds crazy, but just bear with me and I'll explain it for you once we get into it. So if that sounds like it's something that you want to watch, then definitely stick around. If you want to get good at Civ 6, then subscribe and click the bell to keep up with this channel. Let's finally get back to this here and see what kind of roll we got. Yeah, this is definitely playable. 100% 110%. Alright, just give me a moment to think about things here, and then we will get going. Luke says, thanks for making this. I've been searching for something like this to help give me more direction in the games. For sure, man. That's what we're all about, is helping people get better, right? Oh yeah, okay, so just give me a second to think about this and figure out my game plan. This is why I normally pin shit off screen, because I like to think things through. Alright, see, I want to go over here because I want to get the +3 holy site going right away. However, well, I guess we could settle. Yeah, we're gonna move because we can settle another city here. Although I don't like getting rid of the copper because we're in Ethiopia, or because we are Ethiopian, and it helps give us faith. But we need to settle on the hill. Okay, so if we're settling there, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we have to pivot out all the way over there. Oh no, fuck that. Because I want to get in an industrial zone. That's what I'm trying to do. So we are still going to move, but I think we'll move. I think we will settle on there. No, because then we'll be out of range here, because this is the +3 holy site. Okay, so this is the +3 holy site. And then we want the campus with flat ground. Okay, that's the only place that we could build a dam. Like, these tiles won't work for a dam anyway. Yeah, so if we settle city over there, that we'll worry about the industrial zone over there. Oh, but we need the industrial zone for the Ruhr Valley. Shit. So I guess settling on this hill. Get an aqueduct here, build the industrial zone there, still have a tile for, actually we could do Ruhr Valley there depending, possibly here though, and then we could still reach that, and then we could do the campus here. With the Great Library there, or Oxford University, depending on if we failed that. And then go Oracle here. The Theater Square here. And we need to save this tile for our diplomatic quarter. And we need flat land for a spaceport, and we could get pyramids here too, but we do need flat. I'm sure there's flat land up there, or 1, 2, 3. Worst case scenario, we can put it there. Oops, spaceport, not a fucking campus. But yeah, I don't necessarily like settling or ruining a hill, but it is on a plains hill, so we'll start with a 2-2 base in the capital. On a turn 2 settle, not too bad at all. We have a nice little setup here, not too crazy. Ooh, nice, and we have coast too, so we can get the Kilwa Kisawani in here as well. We'll figure out where to put it though afterwards. Oh, probably right here actually. That's flatland too. Yeah, that is definitely going to be a Kilwa site. Yeah. Alright, looks like a plan. All right, so here you go. You can see we've already got a little bit started here. This is coming live from Twitch. I am now streaming on Twitch 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you do want to catch us live, head on over and check us out. It's twitch.tv/gamergramps. There's a link down in the description below too if you want to get there easier than that. Other than that, though, we are going to jump into things fairly quickly. I will give a brief rundown of what we're doing here, but it is going to be very quick because I'm on the clock. I got 55 minutes before I got to shut the stream down, and I want to definitely finish the Ancient Era because I have a fantasy football draft coming up, so priorities, right? Okay, so anyways, I've already explained my thoughts on Ethiopia in another video. If you want, you can go look for that. Just search for, like, Ethiopia First Impressions or something like that. Anywho, we're going to be using their ability to turn science and culture from our faith generation to really help us get down the tech and civic trees a little bit easier. We're also going to be founding a religion. We're going to be able to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff with the just a ridiculous amount of faith that we're going to generate. We don't really care about their cavalry unit because we're playing a peaceful game, and the rock-hewn church is going to be one of the tools we use. It's a tile improvement that generates a whole crap load of faith, so we are going to be using that. Now, the space vampires aspect of the thing, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going for the Sanguine Pact. However, we are not going to be aggressive with them at all. Like, we're just going to play a peaceful little game here, and we're going to be taking advantage of the huge amounts of yields that your vampire castles generate you to create a super city here where we're going to be settling it. As you can see, we got quite the ambitious set of pins here. We got Oracle here. We got Kilwaka Sawani there. We got the Great Library pinned down with Rur Valley as well. And then we might, depending on if we run out of tiles or not, we might tack on some more on top of that as we go through the game here. In the meantime, speaking of our rock-hewn churches, let's go ahead and pin one here. We might or might not do that because that might be a better spot for a district depending on what's on the other side of the tiles or of the fog there. However, that's about enough of the exploration. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down in the leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer it as best as I can to give you a little bit more clarification. Other than that, we're going to jump into things here. Thoughts, as it says, rock-hewn churches surrounding a vampire castle. If I cared about the faith that much, I would definitely do that, but production is king as far as I'm concerned. Like, sure, the faith would be nice, helping us get a little bit of culture and science and whatnot, but I would much rather take production and food in order to get our capital the crazy way that I want to, especially because it has to be a spaceport city. But actually, what I am going to be trying to do, we're going to hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't want to jinx it, but we're going to hopefully find a very good Petra city, because in my other playthrough, like where I've been testing the strategy in a different map entirely, I have a plus 13 Petra city that I'm building vampire castles in. So essentially we're going to get in that, and I'm going to be making a video on it too. Just don't worry. I'm going to actually condense the whole entire game into one video. But it's plus 13 hills of Petra, and then I have vampire castles spread throughout the city. So we're essentially going to get two disgustingly, crazily powerful Petra cities, because our capital city in that game will also get all these yields from those tiles. But that's a story for another day. We discovered a new continent here, so I guess we're on a continent split or pretty close to one. Oh no, never mind. It's just talking about ours. Anyway, let's head to turn 2 and settle our city on the Plains Hills and get to work. We're going to open up a double scout because in a secret society game especially, it's very important to get out as quickly as you can so that you can ideally, in a perfect world, get more invitations to your secret societies, as long as you don't get fucked like we did. We started a different game and it didn't work out very well. We were on a Terra map, so this is actually a restart, but you didn't see it because you weren't on Twitch, so anyway, being a little bit silly because I've been drinking too many energy drinks, I'm all excited and hopped up. Meanwhile, I'm actually gonna go straight for astrology, because seeing this desert, if we could manage to get desert folklore, that would actually be pretty sick. Oh, never mind. Our first city wouldn't get it anyways. So never mind. I take that back. Let's get animal husbandry first, so that we can find out if there's any horses around here that are going to screw up our plans, so we can adjust them accordingly before we go and place things down. And then we'll go into astrology after that. Plus, it gives us extra time for our scouts and our warrior to poke about and hopefully find us a wonder, especially in this desert. Maybe we'll get like the delicate arch or whatever it's called. Luke says, how would you say it takes you to, how long would you say it takes you to finish a game? Sometimes I feel like I play too fast and mess up because of it. Generally speaking, I finish the vast majority of my games under 200 turns. Like, generally speaking. There are exceptions to the rule, like that frickin' 270 something turn domination game we just finished with the Aztecs. But mostly, like I'm out of my element when I'm playing domination games. The other 4 types of victory conditions, I pretty much have down pat. Like, obviously I still have room to improve, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect by any means, but I am fairly comfortable and I know what I'm doing and know how to cut corners and speed things up as much as I can. Thoughts as says, do you prefer making non-streamed YouTube content or live streaming? Actually, I do enjoy streaming. I don't have a whole lot of experience. I've, like, prior to that Aztec game, I think I streamed a game where we were playing as pirates. I streamed a game where we played as the Kree. And I streamed another game like a long time ago where we played as the Mali, but it didn't go very well. But from my limited experience, I'm enjoying it because interacting with you, like I still am. And there's a barbarian camp, by the way. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's take a free shot at their scout, just so that we're that much closer to a promotion as we deal with the camp itself. And let's come down here to see where that camp is to deal with it. In the meantime, but yeah, because I still, like, I'm talking and commentating, but it's nice to interact with the chat. I really do enjoy it, to be completely honest. Holy shit, not too bad for my first stream. There's, what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 20, 22... 22 people in chat so far. Not bad at all for day 1, I guess. Alright, our first scout is gone out. Let's move our warrior first so to see if we find the camp. Which we haven't. So you know what? I'll move down with our scout to come down here while I poke across the river over here with the warrior, and then we'll send the scout around that way afterwards. But I just want to find the camp that much quicker because I really don't, like, we in the previous game I was mentioning where it didn't go so well for us, RNGesus fucking hated us, and like we cleared 3 camps for sure, but I think it was 4 and didn't get an invitation. We got like 4 goodie huts, didn't get an invitation to frickin' to the oh my god, didn't get an invitation to the Void Singers. Holy, that took me way too long to think about. No barbs yet. I'm not going to cross the river. It probably is right over here. So let's just peek down and confirm that with the scout and let the warrior catch his breath and heal up there. But yeah, so hopefully we have a little bit better luck with the rolls this time and can get our vampire invitation fairly early. As I said, though, we are playing a peaceful game. So normally with the Sanguine Pact, you want to get your vampires as early as possible so you can earn kills with them. Ooh, nice. We got a horse down there. So that's actually makes it a lot better location. Let's see if there's any reefs. Not so far. And so far, no barbarian either. That scout did come from here, so maybe it's like right there or something, I guess. And that warrior will be healed up next time. Now we're going to jump into astrology since we finished animal husbandry. Good, nice. And we did not get any of our tiles screwed up either, like that we have planned here. So that is nice to see. We're going to grab a builder after the scout. Sure. We just met the Incas. He's down to the southwest. So the vampires definitely aren't across the river either. That's weird. It must be right over there. So let's head there with the warrior now that he's healed up. maybe from over here, I guess, since no barbarian camp. But we got that, the goodie hut here. We're going to wait for 2 turns until we get Code of Laws in, because we're going to slot in the survey policy card here to double the experience for the scouts, and that way it'll help them level up quicker. Meanwhile, like I said, we're grabbing a builder here and then taking it from there. It'll give us a little bit more time to save up some coin for that. Oh, before I forget, want to send a delegation to him before we lose out on the ability for him to auto-accept it. And then meanwhile, now let's head in the complete opposite direction with that scout. Alright, so because we want to be settling on hills, I think we are best suited to forward settle. We'll settle on one of these 2 tiles right here, depending on once we explore more over there. That way, we'll cut him off from encroaching on our territory too hard, and we can figure out that crap later. But then we'll also probably want to put a tile of, or a city eventually here. However, all that desert, that flat desert is horrible, so maybe not. Like, we'll just tentatively put one of those up there, but there's no rush for that. And if we never make that city, I'm not really going to lose sleep over it. But yeah, continuing along here. I guess with our warrior, we will keep moving over here, since the camp's got to be over here, since we saw the scout come from there, right? Meanwhile, let's poke around over here. Nothing yet. Okay, am I not crazy? Did the scout not come from, like, the barbarian scout, did he not come from over here? And it wasn't that, like, very early, so that I don't know where the camp is? Maybe I'm just going crazy. I'm so overtired. I've been up since 4 in the morning. But we'll pull through. Alright, so like I said, we're slotting in survey to double our scout experience, and this time I am going to slot in God King. I know we are already making +1 faith per turn, because we have the resource in the city there, and that's actually going to go up once we get our horses online when we expand, and our hopper once we build the mine. So what we're going to do is build a pasture on that horse and on that sheep, and then we'll go from there. But anywho, after Code of Laws, we want to go... This time I'm actually going to go for craftsmanship so that we can get the Ilkham policy card, because we're going to need a lot of builders to get the pyramids and get our other cities going. So it just makes sense. And then we'll, after we get craftsmanship though, I'm not really worried about state workforce until we get more settlers out. Oh, I saw another scout from another civilization here, so let's pop up it. Oh, no, it was a barbarian scout. So this is perfect. In case you don't know, always use your scouts to attack other barbarian scouts until you get your first promotion level, and then you only get 1 experience. But until then, they're a great way to level your scouts up, because they don't take that much damage, and you get 8 experience per attack. Plus then, on top of it as well... I forget what I was going to say. I'm tired. Leave me alone. That's what I'm going to say. No, I'm kidding. Alright, so... looking like this will actually be our holy site, not a rock-hewn church. And we'll settle right here. Still no barbarians, though. Like, I'm just trying to piece it together. I have no idea. Or maybe further down here and we just missed it. Oh, I forgot about the fucking... Whatever. I forgot about the camp. So at least we got a builder out of it. However, we didn't get an invite to the Void Singers, which is a little bit frustrating. But it does save us some time here. We will get this builder, but there's no point building it now, especially when we're going to be getting the Ilcom policy card later. So it's much better to put off building it, switch out of it, and just come back to it after when we can increase the production by 30%. So we'll get out of that now and go straight for our settler. And meanwhile, let's buy this tile as well. Well, it's nice and cheap. Hopefully, we don't run into anybody. Don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood, because we need at least 25 bucks to send them a delegation, which we don't have at the moment. Alright, so we can settle another city in here as well. There's a reef there, but maybe we'll figure it out after. We'll consider, I'll pin it for now, but I'm not really worried if we don't build the campus there. We'll figure it out, because maybe there's a better location up here. We'll have to see, because we'll probably want a harbor here. At some point. No rush, though. Alright, meanwhile, I think the Barbarians must have been over here. I still want to come over here anyways, because I want to scout out this area for our settle. It's 9 turns away, but I would definitely like to know what's over there, and not to mention having a warrior in the area is definitely not a bad idea either. Alright, so I'm going to go back and come this way with that scout, because I just realized they're going to get freaking... Ugh. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And... I'll shift that to here, because then we can get a better harbor here. Eventually. Alright, but again, there's no rush to settle those cities, since they're not going to be great cities, but again, the more cities you get, the better it is in Civ 6. So unfortunately, we're going to have to take the long way around. Hopefully, we get here and we don't get stonewalled like we did over there by a mountain. Meanwhile, let's get the boost towards husbandry. Or the boost towards husbandry, to horseback riding, rather. Speaking of which, we'll have those horses up online very shortly. Still no luck on the natural wonder as of yet. I do see... Oh, nice. This will give our scout... We're gonna kill their scout here, and it'll give us a promotion. So that way we'll be able to get out there and explore that much quicker. Still no barbarian camp, though, so that's a little bit weird. Meanwhile, we got to our Pantheon nice and quick. Ooh, and Desert Folklore is available. Yeah, we're taking it. Just 100% we're taking it. And we can settle these cities later. That completely... Oh, yeah. That is beautiful. I don't even care if Earth Goddess is there. I don't even care if any of that shit's there. Desert Folklore for the win, baby. We are going to get, like, an ungodly amount of frickin' thing here. So, definitely choosing to settle this one here, I think. So that we have more good tiles, because the desert tiles are going to be shit for everything other than wonders, districts, and our holy sites. Sasha says, what days are you planning on live streaming again? Now that I'm a boss man, I get to make the schedules. Yeah, I always used to love making schedules at work too. I was great. Frickin', I'd always schedule myself around football. I'd work myself like every Sunday morning from 6 a.m. until 12 p.m. so I could go to the beer store, because they didn't open till 12 on that day at the time, and frickin' I'd go get beer on my way home just in time for when football started. But yeah, so Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I'll be streaming on Twitch from 4 p.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern at least. Most days, if I'm in a good mood, I will be streaming later than that. Just those are basically like the minimums. Other than the odd exception is if it's a Monday between September and January, and my Saints are playing, I'll be cutting the stream off at 7 p.m. on Monday so I can go watch football. Or if there's just a really good video game, I almost said a really good football game with other teams, then I'll still do the same thing. But generally speaking, it will be at least 4 hours, and usually more than that. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you're watching this on YouTube, like I said, if you're interested, come say hi at Twitch TV/GamerGramps. The link's in the description down below if you want. But yeah. All right. Still no barbarians. We did meet, we met in another city-state, and they have an easy quest for us to complete to get an envoy, so we will definitely be doing that. Which city this city? I'm trying to think which city I want to get down first. I want to settle this city first, because what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get, hold on, is there a, no, there isn't. Okay. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and get our government plaza here. Oh, Geo says, I'm a depressed Jets fan. Thought Sizer says, whoa now, your Saints? I was at least willing to share. And then Geo says, I'm a depressed Jets fan. And Thought Sizer answers back, is there another kind of Jets fan? And then he says, I guess maybe angry Jets fan is a thing. Don't let Gary Vaynerchuk hear you. Or Vaynerchuk. Alright, so let's figure this out here. So we want to settle here for our un momento. Alright, so commercial hub. And then this city can have aqueduct, dam, industrial zone, and then hold on, this is the government plaza, and then that can be their holy site, and that can be their holy site. And then so that would have to be this, which means we could then make this into a campus. And we might even be able to get another city over here. Yeah, actually, we could settle one there. But hopefully there is... we'll pin it for now, just in case. But hopefully there's another hill tile that's like right here or right here, so that we don't have to settle that if we can avoid it. But, yeah, our faith is going to be stupid, stupid high in this game. But yeah, enough pinning. We got to keep playing here. Oh, Geo says a drunk one. Another type of Jets fan is a drunk Jets fan. Thoughts Other says, it's all good though. I'm from Toledo, Ohio area, and we get to choose between the Browns, Lions, and Bengals growing up. Ohio is proudly the drinking state with the football problem. Geo Blue says, does the subscribe button appear for anybody else on here? You mean you can see it or you don't see it? Because it shouldn't be there yet. I'm not, in order to become, in order to get a subscribe button on the channel, you have to become a Twitch affiliate, and I need to stream 7 times before I do that. Like, there's other requirements to get that, but I've already achieved all of them, because like a lot of my viewers from, well, a handful of them anyways, like 75 of them came over from YouTube and followed me on Twitch. So I've already, you had to get like 50 followers minimum and have like 7 streams with at least an average of 3 viewers. But yeah, so the subscribe button down at the bottom shouldn't be there, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, like I didn't put that one up yet in the thing, so that's weird. Geo, you see it? Yeah, Othelon says, gotta wait 7 streams before tossing the Prime sub, laugh out loud. Yeah, the countdown is on, Othelon. I'm gonna hold you to that. Alright, meanwhile, our scout here is available for promotion. Since we're going to be scouting the tundra, and there's so many hills and stuff, we're definitely going to be taking the ranger tile, or the ranger promotion rather than the alpine one. Oh, and Geo says, no, I don't see it. That's why I was asking. Yeah, so we got 6 more streams after this one, and then we'll have it. Alright, I guess I can't really improve anything until I get mining. Because 15 turns is too long to wait. So whatever. We'll go ahead and get ready for that anyway. It shouldn't be too much longer after the fact. Okay, there we go. We got a foreign continent, so that's nice. Meanwhile, still no barbarians. Like, they must be, like, right here or something. The scout must have come up that way, like... Jesus Christ. And no luck at all. We hit another dead end with the fucking scout. Jeez. Holy. Alright, well, I guess 3rd time's the charm, hopefully. Meanwhile, hopefully we can get something together here. We will be getting +3 air score for that. For the holy site when we do get it up. No barbarians. I don't understand where that scout came from then. That boggles my mind, to be completely honest. Not that it takes much to boggle my mind at this point, but... Well, there's some barbarians. That's not the best news, because we only have our little scout over here. Alright, we finished our first settler. We still have that builder, but again, we don't have the boost, so there's no point. I think we're just going to head straight into another settler. Or actually, no, we're not. We're gonna grab a monument real quick so we can get our culture game improved a little bit. And meanwhile, we're going to head straight over here to get the city before the fucking Incas screw it up on us. Oh my god, this has got to be like the worst scout in the history of scouts. Wow. Alright, one more turn until we can place our holy site, which is good. Still no barbarian camps. We got this douchebag barbarian chasing us, but that is it. We should be able to lose him here in the rough terrain. Especially as we put more distance between us. He should basically bugger off. We finished Australagy. I was going to say we finished Australagy. Wow. Now I'm kind of getting worried about my freaking fantasy draft coming up. Geo says, thanks for the explanation. Makes sense. Yeah, no worries. Again, I always say this, but for any of you that are lurking in the channel, because I know there's a whole bunch of you watching right now that aren't talking, feel free to ask questions. Like, there's no such thing as a stupid question when it comes to Civ. And, like, don't be embarrassed to ask anything. And if anybody's an asshole, they'll get instantly banned. So, like, I don't put up with assholes. Ooh, I do like goody huts, though. I put up with those. Alright, nice. We can go ahead. Fingers crossed. Oh, you... Are we on a hill? No, we're not even on a hill. We'll fortify and let him kill himself on us as long as more barbarians don't come. See, I don't get this, because there's got to be a camp over here. How the fuck did their scout... Like, look it. We can't get through there. How did their scout come up from this direction when there's no camp anywhere around here? But whatever. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. We'll just frickin' roll with the punches. Meanwhile, we can switch out of craftsmanship and into foreign trade, since we have that ready. As soon as we improve that mine over there, we'll be getting it. There's a barbarian camp. Nice, so we actually have something to go do with this warrior. Thought Sadger says no such thing as a stupid question. Seriously, guys, I put that to the test. Alright, so here, I think we will go with the hill promotion, just because there doesn't look to be as much forestation in this area, so I'm assuming we're probably going to come upon hills somewhere around there. So we'll take Alpine, which again will help heal us, and that Barbarian will just kill himself. Meanwhile, let's still poke around here with the scout, but I want to stay close, just in case somebody else comes up to kill that camp. I want to try and snipe it on them. Oops. Meanwhile, over here, though, we are getting pretty close to dropping that city, so it doesn't look like they're going to screw it up on us. 4 turns away from mining. Alright, let's put this douchebag out of his misery. And then next turn, we'll grab our goody hut. Ooh. Too late now, but this looks like... oh, never mind. It's just a mountain. I thought it was a natural wonder. But there are some nice land around here. We're going to try and settle as many cities as we possibly can. I'll actually worry about that later, because I forgot how much of a rush I'm in. We're doing okay, though. Already turned 31. We'll be able to get at least to the classical area before I got to run to do that fantasy draft. Alright, so let's get this city settled. And let's buy them that tile. And we're going to lock in the production. Oh, which I forgot to do in the other city, I think, right? Yeah, definitely forgot to do that here too, so we want to lock in the production of our holy site. But we'll get that settler before we actually finish it, because like our holy sites, yeah, are going to be just crazy. I can't wait. Alright, so, yeah, we want to... Never mind, I keep wanting to pin those cities. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. I'm a sucker for pinning. This is my favorite part of the game, is planning your cities out. Alright, so worst case scenario, we have it settle here. 1, 2, 3, which we could pop that into a holy site. And then we'll check around here and then figure out where we'll drop the other city that will fit in there. Meanwhile, fingers crossed. Oh my god. I don't know what the hell is wrong with our luck, but there's another barbarian camp. That probably is the original barbarian camp, which leads me to be like, how did the scout get from there to around here? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways. Ooh, okay. So that is going to be our city right there. And this will be our campus. And then, so this will be that city's, and then our holy site We'll go right here. Caesar asked if I put secret societies on. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Owls of Minerva. I would say I'm 100% sure, except for I'm so tired. And you know how special I am in general when I am fully awake, let alone when I'm actually tired. But yeah, we got it on. It's just bad RNG. I don't know what it is. Like, I want to do the Space Vampires game on stream, and freaking RNG's is having none of it today. Oh, I'm asleep at the wheel. I didn't even think about them popping out. Rip our scout. Alright, let's heal this guy up. There's no point. Nobody seems to be coming, so our warriors should be able to get there in time. We didn't settle on any luxuries, right? No, but we do have horses we can trade him, which I forgot to do. Let's open the borders as well. That technically it's going to improve our relationship, but it also gives him more gold that we can trade for. Not that he'll give us it all, but whatever. All right. Thoughts as it says, saving all your luck for your fantasy draft. I fucking hope so. Oh my god, man, I'm so excited. I cannot wait for the draft. Like, in general, I'm excited. Oh my god, another barbarian camp? Sweet, maybe we will get vampires after all. But yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So, like, I'm excited in general just because I'm a huge sucker for football to begin with. But more than that, I'm actually super excited because I normally don't mock draft very much. Like, I'll do like a couple mock drafts and that's it. But then I've never drafted this early before. So, like, we got 10 people in our league and I got 3rd pick out of all. And I've never drafted earlier than 6th pick. And, like, I've done fantasy football and, like, every year for the last 5 years at least. Meanwhile, let's get this, which will get craftsmanship for us. Which we already upgraded our scout, so I'll just slot in discipline so we're ready whenever we want it, and we can finally switch out of God King as well. I'll put in urban planning for now. But anyways, yeah, so because I've never drafted so early, I'm used to drafting in like the middle or later side of the pack. I decided to do a whole bunch, so I had like three different strategies, and I tested them all out. Like, I ran 3 drafts at a time using a different strategy in each, and I did that 3 times, and then so I narrowed it down to 2. Then I did those 2 strategies like a couple more times each, and then I narrowed it down to 1, and like then I ran that 1 strategy in 10 different drafts to figure out if my strategy would work, and it worked 70% of the time. So I'm hoping that my luck holds true and it works out in my real draft, and I'm going to be laughing. I'll talk to you guys about it in Discord or the next time I'm streaming if it works out. So you'll either hear me laughing and bragging or crying and pouting, one of the two. Meanwhile, let's head towards writing to get our empresses going. And it also gets us closer to irrigation to get these incense up at some point in the near future. But meanwhile, now we're going right to foreign trade there. We can't, since we're just waiting anyways, we might as well poke down and see what's around here with the scout. Actually, I think we'll just let the scout go and keep exploring so that hopefully we can get some more goodie huts or something.
That's the positive aspect.
Got foreign trade there. We got at least 10 turns left. We should be able to grab a normal era at the very least, but if not, we'll go into a dark era purposely if we can't easily get over it. Meanwhile, foreign trade is completed. Oh yeah, we want to send the... we want to get rid of this fog here so we can send the trader to Hunza. But anyways, we'll go for early empire next. Says, it says, I did fantasy hockey this year and he got some hockey player named Leon Drezidel. in a preseason trade for Patrick Kane. I recognize Patrick Kane, but yeah, I don't follow hockey at all anymore. I haven't since a kid, so which is like, oh, here you go. Then you explain it, so thank you. Which is like trading Todd Gurley a couple years ago. Okay, nice. I think that Todd Gurley is gonna have a beast of a year this year. Like, I think his knee is held up. They barely used him at all last year, and when they did use him, he freaking performed well, and they just didn't use him. And he wanted to, and so I think Atlanta uses their running backs quite often, like both in the passing as well as for pushing it in. Like, look at Devontae Harris, or whatever, it's D something, I forget. Whoever the running back is from last year Freeman. Yeah, that they cut now. Like, if they can get even Freeman good stats, recruit a great profit. Nice. So we're going to be getting that boost as well. But yeah, if Freeman can get good stats in Atlanta, then Gurley's going to have a field day. And because of the injury and that they didn't use him that much last year, a lot of people are sleeping on him. Jinx, go lie down. All right, so I definitely want to get a trader. As soon as this settler's done, we're going to build a trader next. And then we'll do our holy site. And then we'll have to run holy site prayers. All right. But yeah, because that way we want to complete the mission to Hunza before the era ends, so that it gets reset and we get a new mission with them next time. And recruit a great prophet. We won't be able to get that until the next era, unfortunately, but so be it. You can't always get what you want. No pun intended. But we'll get 3 era score from the holy site, and then we'll actually get another era score for settling this city on a desert. So that's 4, that would put us at 9 out of 11, and then clearing this camp will be 11 out of 11. So we'll hit our normal age. Their scout did find us, so we're going to actually have to go into a gauge in the fairly near future and get a few slingers out so we can clear them out in a somewhat reasonable timeline. Meanwhile, let's go get this city up next. Jinx, go lie down. Ooh, there's Robert the Bruce, so he's down to the far south. Let's send him a delegation. And we'll pay for open borders with them. And then let's see how much Robert actually usually overpays for strategic resources. See, you can see, like, look at, he'll give us 3 gold per turn for those horses, whereas Pachacudi, oh, never mind. Maybe it's luxury resources I'm thinking of. It's one of the 2 resources that he trades lots for, but either way, I'm actually going to trade with the Inca just because they're closer to us, so that way it makes them weaker by us siphoning some of their gold off of them. It makes them weaker and slows their expansion, which works out obviously in our favor, right? Thoughts as this guy, I really want to know how it goes. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. Either in Discord or streaming or whatever. And then he says, what about Detroit Lions legend Adrian Peterson? I don't know. I'm surprised they dropped him, to be honest, because their fucking running backs suck in Washington. Like, they don't have, like, oh, I don't know. That I just shake my head at that. Like, even, like, he almost had 1,000 yards last year, which is good. Like, it's a decent season, especially considering they barely used him at all, right? Let's smash the camp again, and we should be able to finish it next turn. Meanwhile, let's just keep exploring with the scout. Again, I'm not worried about... Normally, I like... I'm worried about losing air score and I shut my scouts down and stuff and all that kind of stuff. But here I'm literally just more concerned with, I want to increase my chances to get to city-states so that we have better chances of getting their quests. And maybe if we get lucky, we'll find some goodie huts, but there we go. All right. We got it. So, discovered a secret society. We unlocked our vampires here on the first shot. Thank you, RNGesus. Finally, you stopped being a prick. So, we're going to continue there. However, we are not going to be taking it right away. And I'll explain the logic behind that. So, if you look at it here, if you're playing with the vampires normally in a domination game, you want to unlock them as soon as you get them because you want your vampires as early as you can so that you can start killing units next to them so their combat strength increases. However, we're not playing a domination game, we're playing a peaceful game. So I don't need my vampire at all until we get to the next tier here where you can't see it because we obviously haven't got initiation in this game. But the next tier comes in the medieval era and it gives you a second builder. I'm calling it a builder because I'm thinking about building the vampire castles, but it gives you a second vampire, but also unlocks your ability to create vampire castles, allowing you to build 2 of them. And so we don't need to promote him up the path until the medieval era. So in the meantime, we're going to put those governor titles to better use by choosing somebody else. Now, speaking of who we are going to choose, we don't need Magnus right away, so we're going to take Pingala first in order to help us get down to political philosophy faster so that we can get to autocracy and get the bonus production towards the wonder. So we'll go ahead and settle him in there. In 2 more turns, we'll get the trader, which will be nice. Even if the trader gets plundered, it's still worth it for... as we'll still get the quest. But yeah, this is why I don't want to go into a Dark Age. We're already rebelling there. So actually, I'm going to send him, even though technically it would be better to have him over in the capital, we're going to send him down there for the to deal with the loyalty issues. Oh, oops. Misclick there. Okay, so I guess that would be the next closest barbarian camp. Yeah. Oops. Okay, meanwhile, we finished our holy site, which is good. I think because we're so late to the game, that just get them to build holy site prayers. Alright, so now we're going to transfer to the new city so that we can reach Hunza. Oh god. Did I screw that up? Can they not get through there because of the fog, because of the mountains? Oh, good. Never mind. I forgot our scout was right there. Whew. Crisis averted. Ottilin says, just took 5 hours, laugh out loud. Just took 5 hours for us to get our holy site. Tell me about it, eh? And Thought Sizer says, almost 1,000 yards and he's like 40? Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, 36 as a running back, you might as well be 40. Alright, so meanwhile, we'll take 1 step up here, so we're closer towards that barbarian camp there, and then take our promotion. And we'll settle our city. So, he's getting a little bit pissy with us, but I really don't care. Meanwhile, we're going to purchase that tile. Lock in their... Oh, I guess this isn't a holy site for the capital anymore, but we got plenty of fresh or flatland tiles up here. So, we'll just tentatively plan. Oh, actually right here. Because I think it gets a bonus for being next to the diplomatic quarter, because the diplomatic quarter helps prevent sabotage anyway, so that actually works out really well for us. So we'll put it there. Meanwhile, here, yeah, we're locking in the price of our holy site. Another +6 holy site, not too shabby if you ask me. But in the meantime, I think we grab a builder first. Because we're going to need to get a builder to chop out... Wait, how many turns is it? 20? Yeah. We're going to need a builder to chop out the pyramids here in the capital, and we have our hands tied at the moment. But yeah, at least we got our 3 cities down there. 2 turns remaining. Let's send it to Hansa. Get the quest for there. Unfortunately, we did not get an invite to the Owls of Minerva, but that's fine. We have plenty of opportunities to send envoys throughout the game here. I remember the first time when I was actually trying to play with the Owls of Minerva, I was trying to get footage to like do a deep dive on them for the YouTube channel. So again, if you are new to Twitch here, for those of you who are lurking and watching, if you want, I have a YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/c/gamergramps. If you look in the about section on the channel here down below, there's a section that says YouTube. You can click right on the button and it'll take you there to subscribe, or there's also a link to follow. But I have like literally over 100 videos that are based on Civ 6, all teaching like you how to get better at the game faster. That's what the whole concept of my YouTube channel is about. So I would definitely suggest you take a gander over there if you're interested. Meanwhile, I guess let's let him heal. Let's move, and then we'll heal up, and then we'll cross the river. Jinxie, just wait, sweetie. Yeah, so as soon as this is over, I'm going to put the scout on auto explorer, but as soon as the next turn or 2 or whatever it is until our era ends, we're going to be pulling the plug here for tonight. So we got writing, that's good. Once we get to 4 population, we'll definitely be throwing down our campus in the capital as well. In the meantime, though, I definitely want to head towards apprenticeship. And again, if you have any questions as I play, feel free to ask. But there you go, we hit the classical era. But yeah, so for those of you on YouTube, if you want, I'll put a link in the top right hand corner to a series of tip videos. I'm not sure how experienced you are, but both beginners and more intermediate and advanced players have found them useful. So there's right now I think we're up to 7 videos, or 6 or 7 for sure. Anyways, I have 5 quick tips in each video. So again, top right hand corner if you're interested in checking that out. Otherwise, we're going to call it quits here for now. You'll have to come back to the next time to see how we do in the classical era and see just how powerful our holy sites really help boost our faith economy, and then what we do with that faith to really take advantage of it. In the meantime, though, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please leave a like down on the bottom of the video. It really does help a small channel like me grow, and I'd appreciate it. But other than that, I've rambled on long enough, at least for this video, so I'm going to shut up, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.